what a fantastic concept. So can I now smell what the Louvre imagines from ancient Egypt?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that the idea?
Okay. Rub the picture and take a smell.
Oh.
Describe that.
It's quite like, it smells like almost like a very fragrant tobacco sweet smell, I would say.
That's the honey you're getting.
Ah, it's really smoky. There's a smoky element to the smell. It's very rich.
Yeah.
I imagine this would be a great perfume.
So that's exactly what I want to do with that, actually. I want to make a perfume out of that.
Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be speaking about scratch and sniff art in Abu Dhabi.
And some of the scary movies that even the faint of heart can watch this Halloween.
This is Culture Bites, coming to you every Thursday from the National Newsroom. I'm Enas Refaei.
And I'm Farah Andrews.
And if you're new to this channel, we just wanted to introduce ourselves again. This is Culture Bites. We're trying to dissect and understand the art scene here in the Middle East and especially the UAE.
And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see all of these videos as soon as they drop.
Hey.
Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. We've got a special guest today.
We aren't alone. We are joined by Faisal.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Big fan of you guys, so very, very honored.
We're a big fan of you.
I've been on the podcast before, but I think the magic is enhanced when it's both of you.
Both of us.
Oh, yes. It was just us before.
I was on my hollybobs.
Yeah, you were standing in us. Well, this week we are very excited to be talking to you about a very interesting new initiative over at Louvre Abu Dhabi.
Yep. So we got invited to check out their new tour experience, and we've got the book right here. So the experience is called Art and Sense. Yeah. If you can see the video right now, you'll see the book, and it's a guided tour experience of 9 of the Louvre's permanent collection art.
And the kind of point of the initiative is it kind of takes the art off the page and introduces another one of our scents.
Yeah, it gives you another dimension to kind of experience the art. So when you start, you get taken to the first artwork, and you'll be told to open the page to that artwork, and you'll be told to rub the picture and then smell it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So everybody gets this book.
Yes.
It's like a nice hardback. So it's like a bit of a souvenir as you're going around the exhibition and a new way of seeing works that we've probably seen before.
Yeah, I mean, oftentimes you'll see a painting and it'll have a flower on it. It'll have a picture or a representation of something that the smell of you're familiar with. So your brain will focus on that. But now this allows you to have that sensation even stronger.
Wow.
Yeah.
And all the smells, then how are they linked to the artwork?
So they have hired 2 perfumers from the Swiss perfume company Givaudan, who have more or less taken inspiration from the artwork itself, but sometimes they've actually tried to track down actual recipes for the artwork. So with this first one, it is from ancient Egypt. And they had tracked down a recipe from ancient Egypt that was translated through hieroglyphics.
Wow.
That is so interesting. I like that there's some quite literal elements in some of the other pieces that we'll talk about, but they've also gone a bit deeper. There's like more contextual kind of elements to it. I've cheated. I've already had a go at the scratch and sniff of this book. But Enas hasn't.
Yeah, what a fantastic concept. So can I now smell what the Louvre imagines from ancient Egypt?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that the idea?
Okay. Rub the picture and take a smell.
Oh.
Describe that.
It's quite like, it smells like almost like a very fragrant tobacco sweet smell, I would say.
That's the honey you're getting.
Ah, it's really smoky. There's a smoky element to the smell. It's very rich.
Yeah.
I imagine this would be a great perfume.
So that's exactly what I want to do with that, actually. I want to make a perfume out of that. But so this is based off a scent called kifi from ancient Egypt.
Wow.
which was the incense used in the tombs.
So we should say that the piece is an image of an Egyptian goddess,
Yeah.
which we can, and so like the kind of you've highlighted like honey and a kind of like rich. What are the other notes that it? So we've got
Turpentine.
Yeah,
and
turpentine and myrrh is written down, which is so interesting. And then that's kind of taken almost literally from a
As
recipe.
close as possible through translating hieroglyphics, yes.
I think this is fascinating because this isn't about necessarily art, it's also about artifacts. So it's giving a scent to artifacts as well. And we've heard of like artists playing with smell before.
for sure.
But keeping to the art then, so do you want to describe another one that you
So
experienced?
the
as part
second
of-
most interesting one is the still life in a pantry. This was a hit when we took the tour because it's an image of a pantry from the 1700s or the 1600s rather, and you could see all the ingredients. So these are all things you're familiar with, more or less, what they smell like. But by virtue of being from the 1600s inside a kitchen, you know that there's no refrigeration.
Oh,
So you're looking at stuff that might be lying out there for days, and that's what they've tried to translate through the scratch and sift element here.
so is it a good smell then?
It's a smell.
Very diplomatic.
I think whether you like it or not is wholly
want to
dependent
try?
on you.
I actually haven't.
I think Farah should have a go at this one.
this is a little bit like
I liked the
the
myrrh. The myrrh was nice.
The myrrh was nice.
like
This
Harry
one,
Potter, every flavour beans. That was a risk. Okay, it's not.
it's not bad.
It's not. I'm
It's not
not
something you'd
getting
wear.
rotting meat.
No.
don't
Okay,
worry.
because I was thinking
It's actual meat.
rancid.
No.
Like, it's fascinating that they've managed to put this all into a book because it makes it like interactive. I imagine my kids will love this.
It's definitely quite herbal, and I get more kind of like dairy cheese than I'm getting like meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells quite fatty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so the notes are meat, cheese, and broth.
Yeah.
Actually, some of my favourite smells. So,
I love all three of those smells.
Yeah, the perfumer, when he discussed making the concoction for this, said that he tried to keep as much as possible the smell of the wood as well that you see on the photo, and he took the inspiration from a table in his grandmother's house.
Oh,
So that smell, so he translated that smell from his own grandmother's house to the smell of the wood in this concoction.
I think that's the thing that scent has of all senses, the most power to kind of really transport you back. And I think we think about it so often through food. Like when you smell a particular thing, you're like, oh my goodness, that smells like something my grandma makes. That smells like something my mum makes. That's like my first favorite meal that I ever had. And I love that that's kind of being tapped into in the museum, and then guests can kind of relive that through all the pieces of work.
it's like CK1 reminds me of my high school years.
It's very tangible.
That's 1 million for me. back
That
in
was
the
a
band.
million. I think that there's something really nostalgic and connecting when it comes to a smell. Like it really transports you back, like not just food, but like a perfume or something. So the Middle East, especially the UAE, I think is renowned for its nose. Is that the right word? It's probably not the right word.
Well, I suppose just caring a lot about how we smell and how we present our smell to people as well.
You mentioned earlier that there's going to be a bit more of a kind of like sensory element to the Louvre in general.
So we'll come on to the last smell that we'll look at, which is a universal breeze. So this was made by the perfumers, and it's not attached to any. Sorry about that. It's not attached to any one artwork. It's inspired by the dome that's covering the Louvre.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Anyone who has visited the Louvre will know how spectacular the dome is that kind of covers the whole of the outside area, and it's such a unique space because it's a kind of microclimate that does stay cool all the time. And so what have they got for us there in terms of smell?
Yeah, so I'll let you guys also smell this one, but I will say that they've said that this smell will be bottled and sprayed in the lobby and the entrance area of the Louvre, so that visitors can always associate visiting the Louvre with this smell.
See?
Oh, I love that smell.
Yeah,
It's really lovely.
It's quite fresh.
It's very fresh. It feels like it belongs.
Yeah.
In the UAE, it
Yeah.
has like there's an element there.
Would you like me to go through the notes?
Yes, please.
Would you like to guess the notes?
Musk.
Yeah.
You have to have musk.
And then it's quite vague. So we've got marine.
Marine. I was going to say something about the sea.
Sea salt.
Yeah, the sea salt in the air.
And then minerals. So that kind of is
Minerals.
like, because we're on the coast when we're there.
Wow. Islands. Thank you so much for sharing this. I'm definitely going to head there soon.
Yeah, I recommend anyone watching this, and especially you guys, take the tour because how the tour guides describe the artworks once you've added the element of smell just brings it even more to life.
Wow.
And suddenly you're not just looking at an artwork and listening to a person talk about the artwork. The fact that you're also smelling something that is closely tied to and inspired by the artwork, it just opens it up even more in your mind.
It's something that I really like. So last year we spoke about the National Museum in Krakow that was building an archive of smells for its heritage objects. And at the time, the team at the National spoke to members of the team at the Louvre about what they think some of their artworks might smell like, and they kind of gave us some like nice little quotes with the works, and now it's a reality. And the kind of 3D or 360 thinking about the way people can appreciate art is not just happening at the Louvre. Like Zayed National Museum are also going to be integrating multisensory experiences into their works when it opens later this year. And they're also going to have a signature scent. So I like, it's kind of like when you've got these like places that you go and you can be just like, you kind of take a little bit home with you.
I know. You go to some fancy hotels and they have a signature smell.
Yeah, I like
I've
that.
always
hotels.
wanted that for my own home. Like for people to come in and be like, signature smell. I tried orange and bergamot, but it is a full-time job.
I also have tried, and then I get too fickle because I want to buy other candles. Will you both indulge me with a game?
Yes.
Ooh.
So I have got some works of art here, and I want us to think about what we think they would smell like.
Okay,
yeah.
great fun.
So here we start with Vincent van Gogh, Starry Night.
Starry Night.
Starry Night, classic.
What are we thinking, scent-wise?
Ooh. I'm thinking it's going to have something like amber, something quite like night-feely, like
Nice.
sandalwood.
I was thinking like sandalwood for burning, and
Yeah. It's going to have quite a like rich smell because it's the night.
I'm picturing a lavender.
we're in Provence. We've taken ourselves to Provence.
Yeah.
We've got the fields.
A very French lavendery, maybe lemony smell.
Ooh, that's like really looking at the colours. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm buying this smell.
You're buying this.
We've got lavender. We've got.
Maybe we're all in the wrong job.
We should all be noses.
Perfumers.
Right, we're moving on to some
Ooh.
Dali. We've got the persistence of memory.
Persistence of memory. Okay. I'm thinking pepper. Something quite out there. Something a bit rogue.
Yeah.
Cumin.
Ooh.
Cumin.
Yeah. Something, I like that. I like a bit more spicy.
Yeah.
This feels like a spicy kind of smell.
Did you take us down the leather route? Tobacco.
Leather.
Tobacco, cumin. A
Yeah.
little bit mushroom as well.
Wow.
Take us
Wow.
back. We love mushrooms on
We
this
love
podcast.
mushrooms on this podcast.
It's very. I know. Like obviously, like the shapes are quite feminine, but I do think it's like a very masculine landscape, and I think a masculine smell kind of fits it.
Yeah, I feel like all of his artwork, Dali's, is always very masculine, even when he draws women. I don't know why.
So then, right, we've got it. We've got our smell, and I've got one more. I'm just going to put these on the floor.
Oh,
We have got a Sunday afternoon on the island of La Grande Jette by
fresh,
Georges Seurat.
fresh cut grass. That smell of fresh cut grass, and like like hyacinths, like those kind of like smells from those flowers that kind of are in the air.
Yeah.
at the springtime.
I feel like we could go kind of down the picnic route. So we've already mentioned honey, but we could have like a honey situation.
Almond.
Oh,
Almond.
marzipan kind of.
Yes, that reminds me
Or the
of
frangipane.
frangipane,
Frangipane.
marzipan, or maybe a wet dog.
Hey, a nice fresh puppy. Yes.
Smell of a pond.
A smell of a pond.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you guys. I loved it.
That was a good game.
Good game.
And we're back from the break.
We are back.
And we're back with Faisal, who has joined us from the newsroom and is now coming to give us his top tips for this Halloween weekend.
I do feel like the conversation we're about to have, I have bullied the team into catering to my needs in scary films that even a scaredy cat like myself can watch. It was this as a feature was floated maybe about a year ago, just after last Halloween, and it's been like breadcrumb. I was like, I need this.
Okay, so these are the top tips then for scaredy cats like Farah.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned that you've been trying to guess to write it, and we haven't gotten to it until now because it's such a hard task. Particularly because where do you draw the line of scary? Right?
It's also so subjective.
It is because I could recommend something to do with haunted houses, and you might not find that scary at all.
Yeah.
And to someone else, that might be the most horrifying thing they'll see. So it's very, very subjective.
So we are going to put in a caveat that if you do watch these films, do not come for Faisal. He is just saying that they might be okay for you.
I'll describe them. If it sound like they're not scary, then go for it.
Which is your favorite kind of horror though? Just so I know.
Favorite kind of horror? I like stuff like The Shining.
Oh, so like a bit thriller.
Yeah, there's a little bit of just underlying kind of
Tension.
fear that you can't describe, but it's always there. I'm wearing the cap today as well, Poltergeist.
You are representing.
Yeah, great horror films like that where it's not what you're watching, it's not what you're hearing. You're just getting a sense of dread that you can't explain the whole time. Yeah.
And that's what you like.
Well, you watch the films for emotion, and that's an emotion.
So what is it about scary films that is it the kind of that extreme emotion that you...
I mean, I'm going to get a little bit deep here, but life's scary. And you sometimes want to watch something scary to distract from the sort of scariness of life.
That's why I listen to true crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I find that more scary than like make-believe horror film.
Yeah, my wife's the same. She can't watch true crime.
I find it. I was watching something the other day on Netflix. I had to turn it off within the first 5 minutes. I was like, "This is a real thing."
Was it Monster?
Yes, it was.
I'm not going to watch that. It's a bit too much.
But then what's interesting is Middle Eastern. I'm absolutely terrified of like the idea of ghosts and ghouls. Jinn. I can't even say the word.
Yeah.
You know why I can't say the word?
Yeah.
Because now they're in the room.
Oh wow. You've invited. They're not like Dracula.
You said the word.
Come on in.
And now they're in the room.
Everyone sets these rules.
Enas does not have a welcome doormat. They are not welcome.
Not. So one of the ones on your list today is The Skeleton Key, which was from 2005, and it stars Kate Hudson. I haven't seen this at all, so why is this on the list?
So I watched this when I was about 14 years old, so when it came out. And my 14-year-old self was somewhat scared. I revisited it about 2 years ago, and I thought, okay, this is like a nice kind of little scary horror film. It's not that scary, but if you have the ability to watch a film of a 14-year-old, this might be scary for you for about 2 hours, and then you're going to be fine. It's got a little bit of supernatural scares, you know.
Okay, but it's not sudden frights.
No, it's not your Conjurings or your Insidiouses. It's not going to be stuff that keeps you up awake at night. It's going to give you a nice 90-minute, 2-hour experience, and then you're back to life.
Interesting. And then we've also got The Orphanage from 2007. What is it about that that's making it ideal for scaredy cats like me?
What is it about?
Yeah, The Orphanage is I would say more sad than scary. It's a child ghosts, so you're going to be more touched than scared watching it. It's going to bring on some tears.
And very famous producer.
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro,
Oscar winner Guillermo del Toro, yeah.
Oscar winner. And then we've also got some classics that you've put in here from Steven Spielberg, Duel from 1971. Describe what is this film about and why is it good for a scaredy cat like Farah?
Yeah, so Duel is a really good film to recommend to people because don't know that Spielberg directed something before Jaws. And he kind of does a lot of what he perfects in Jaws in this film before making Jaws. It's quite simply about a man driving down a highway and he's being hunted by a truck and he has no idea why. He can't see the person in the truck, but the whole time he's being hunted down by him, bullied, pushed out the road, and you if you put yourself in his shoes, you're like, but why is this happening?
And he's on like a road, like a deserted, like there's
Like
nothing.
Route 66, America, yeah.
No, see that taps into
I
a
know.
real fear
Yeah,
for
so
me.
I can't drive home tonight.
Sheikh Zayed Road changed.
There's enough cars
If
on the
only
road
it was.
there.
Yeah, it's
not
never
deserted.
quiet.
It's never deserted.
It's never quiet.
If you're deserted, that's a good thing, I think.
I'd be like, I will drive home. Are there any other films that you want to point out that we scaredy cats can watch?
I would say Arachnophobia is a good one because only if you don't have the fear of spiders.
Yeah, that's-
if you
see, this
don't
is an
have
important
Arachnophobia, watch Arachnophobia.
Okay.
If you do, then stay away because it's got nothing but spiders. But it's a fun film because it's half comedy, half horror, and it's got a
that's
very
a-
funny cast. You know, Jeff Daniels and John Goodman.
Yeah.
Some funny characters. Some gnarly kills in it, but
Yeah.
overall, it's a nice, fun experience.
I like that when you kind of get mixing of genres with horror, because I think you're right about the tension building and the feeling something. I think like that's why we watch films and movies. I mean, I cried today watching something. I can't even go into it. This Tom Hanks. I don't know what was going through my mind, but it's nice to feel those emotions, but it's nice to get the relief of comedy when you're watching horror. So would you give us a recommendation for a film which like does do the balancing act between comedy and horror?
The best example I would say is Shaun of the Dead.
Yes.
Simon Pegg, Edgar Wright.
You've even seen that.
Even I have, and I really like that.
Yeah,
It's a great film.
it's a great film. Alongside the trilogy, the Cornetto trilogy that Edgar Wright directed with Hot Fuzz and At the End of the World.
Yes.
So it's all kind of a set package there.
Yeah, I love those films that just... recently, I've seen Sinners, which is on streaming platforms at the moment with Michael B. Jordan. And that is a lot about music and history. And there's some comedy elements in there, but it is a horror film.
I have a Halloween film question. Do you have any kind of like traditions that you watch every single year of the kind of go-to Halloween films?
I would say I used to, when I was not married and employed, watch The Exorcist every year and Rosemary's Baby, stuff like that.
Please do not let our employment of you stand in the
No.
way of you watching these annually.
And I don't want to make it sound like it's my wife's talking. It's just
She's listening to this now.
no, and I'm sure she would love to watch, but it's just time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Exorcist, I haven't seen. And Rosemary's Baby, I read the book, which was like one of the last horror books. In fact, was the last horror book I ever read.
How old were
Because
you?
I must have been about 15, 16, and I read that book. And I was terrified of a book.
And more scary though, because it's lingering and it's completely made up by you. You aren't seeing it.
I was nightmares for weeks after reading that book. And I swore to myself never, ever to watch the film. So maybe it's time.
Do you have any Halloween films that you watch every year?
I really like the kind of like more basic ones, Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
I'm on the kind of like more trick or treat vibe of Halloween. That's where I find myself in my happy space.
For sure.
Yeah. What about you? Go on.
Yeah, Hocus Pocus, Practical Magic,
Practical Magic.
every year.
Or even is it The Curse?
Oh yeah.
Oh, see?
Curse
The
is good.
Craft. How about
The Craft.
That's Craft.
See? Great films.
Great films. And it's recommendation time now. And to give us a top tip is Faisal.
Yeah. So this Halloween we're getting a Emirati horror movie.
Ooh.
Yeah. Directed by Majid Ansari, who previously directed Zinzana. This is only his second film after his first film came out 10 years ago. And it's about a second wife.
I read your review of it and I thought that you were quite funny in your review in the kind of like, this is like a reality, but it's also like something that's like quite horrifying as a concept
deep.
for a lot of people.
It's a deep fear in Arab households.
Yeah,
and
especially
a reality.
for the wife and the kids, right?
Yeah.
It's something that's allowed. Obviously, it's permitted in Islam, but what the film, which I should be saying is called Hoba in Arabic and The Vial in English. What it does very well is situate you in the position of the wife, the first wife.
So if I go and see this Emirati film, which I'm really excited about, my Emirati understanding accent, I'll still need English subtitles. Do they come with English subtitles?
Absolutely, yeah. All Arabic, Indian, any other language film will always have English subtitles.
Oh, that's great. So what does it follow then, this story, the fear?
So this film is about the fear of your husband as a wife coming home with a second wife.
And it's told from the narrative of the first wife then, or the second?
The first wife. So the first wife, she lives thinking that her husband's happy with her. They have a child together, which is a girl. And out of nowhere, he comes home. He says, this is my second wife, and she's going to live with us now, and she's already pregnant with my son.
Oh, so that is out in cinemas this week, and we can all go see it. And I use the pronoun we, but we all know it won't be me.
I will go see it. My recommendation then follows on quite nicely.
Oh, please.
It's Lily Allen's new album.
Yes.
West End Girl, which you spoke about too.
We've been talking about this together a lot. What a good album.
It's a fantastic album. It's definitely a narrative piece. So if you haven't listened to it, listen to it from the start to the end. And it's also about a man not doing as he's told or as is expected of him. It's all about the end of her last marriage and her divorce from David Harbour, who is an actor in Stranger Things, another kind of scary series that we've spoken about before.
And it's just around the corner, the next season.
It's almost like Lily Allen timed it to come at the same time.
We would not want to suggest that.
Yeah. It's her first album in 7 years. And I'm a huge fan of Lily. And I know she's controversial. I know she says a lot. And people really, she's a real Marmite character.
She is quite Marmite.
But I love her. I quite like those people though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your recommendation?
Mine is another podcast. Gasp. It is called Wisecrack, and it is about a comedian called Ed Hedges who had an Edinburgh show, and it's a bit Baby Reindeer-esque in that he does this kind of, it's a mixture of kind of comedy but also true crime, and he tells this story on stage at Edinburgh, which he says is a true story about a crime that takes place in the village he's from, and it eventually comes to his doorstep. And so there was a podcast producer in the audience in Edinburgh, and then they said, right, we need to pull this apart.
So is it like just a single series then?
Yeah, 6
fantastic.
episodes. So I started it yesterday, and I'm already on episode 4.
Wow. And
so
it's called
Wisecrack.
Wisecrack.
Very, very good podcast. I recommend it.
Do you think they'll make a show out of it like they did with Baby Reindeer?
It could do. You could definitely see how it could be fit for TV.
I mean, that one won all the awards, so...
Baby Reindeer swept everything.
Swept?
It is very baby. It's quite dark and menacing, but then there's the comedy. See, go in.
If you're going to do horror, do it with some laughs. That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining. If you like this episode, please join us next Thursday too.
And you can watch us on YouTube and the National News Channel, and be sure to follow @The National Arts over on Instagram. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.